Why companies are writing checks to those with this one skill, 2020. Would you like to know what one of the most profitable skills is? Good, because in this video, you'll learn why companies from all over the world are willing to invest a lot of money in those with this one particular ability. This video will teach you how to get going and start earning money with just your computer. Those that master these two skills not only make a lot of money, they also work from anywhere in the world as long as there's an internet connection. They work no more than 2 or 3 hours daily, which means that they have the rest of the day to explore a new city, relax on the beach, or just enjoy their freedom. When I first found out about this, I was shocked. Unfortunately, it's not as famous as one might think. Not many know about this opportunity, and most of those who do don't actually take any action. The impressive aspect of this skill is that you don't have to start a business, take any huge risks, or dedicate your whole life to it. I highly recommend experimenting with it, even as a side hustle. And with the right approach and mindset, you'll be impressed by the results. I know you want the numbers, but this really depends on the value you're able to provide. You can, for example, make a modest income of $10,000 or more with just this one skill. Do I have your attention? Good. Let's get started. The skill we'll be talking about today is copywriting. I'll explain to you what it is and how it works in a moment. But first, you need to understand a very important principle that's the reason why this skill pays so well. In the business world, it is very important to provide value. The more value you provide, the more you'll be paid. But why are businesses willing to pay anyone so much, even if they didn't really spend much time on the work? Well, the answer is, it doesn't really matter how much time you spend working. The important thing is the outcome of what you do. Here's an example. If what you did makes someone $15,000, they'll have no problem giving you a commission of just 10%. Which is the equivalent of $1,500. Entrepreneurs and successful people are very results-oriented, so if you're able to deliver, you'll be rewarded for sure. Copywriting. This skill is called copywriting. Comment below if you've ever heard of it. Copywriting is not just writing cool stuff, it's a lot more than that. When you write copy, you're creating scripts and articles that help businesses or brands. You might create a website, write some emails for a mailing list, craft compelling articles, or create social media posts. The best ones are direct response copywriters. They create highly persuasive content that gets people to buy, set appointments, or similar. Their job might be even to just craft awesome headlines, and companies really do invest a lot in those. Why? Because 8 out of 10 people only read the headline. This means that they don't even get to read the actual article. If the headline stinks, the whole article does too, because no one will read it. Good copywriters are something like rare animals. It's not that easy to find them. Everyone can label themselves a persuasive writer, but not everyone actually knows what they're doing. For this reason, before you start looking for clients, you should learn and practice how to write irresistible copy. Another important aspect of copywriting is that everyone needs it. I can't think of any industry or niche that wouldn't benefit from an online presence, thus wouldn't need copywriting. Let's pretend you own a business called, Huge Mega Giraffes. Your whole company revolves around selling big stuffed giraffes, but you're struggling to find clients. The people that are willing to pay good money for your products exist, but they don't know that your company exists. Solution? Create a website. If you create a website, people are likely to find it when looking for stuffed giraffes on Google or other search engines. However, if this website is not built correctly and isn't persuasive enough, they might just not want to buy from you and choose any other stuffed giraffe company. And that's where copywriters come into play. They use the right words to convince anyone that not only they need the giraffe, but they also want to buy it ASAP. So now you know what copywriting is, how it works, and why copywriters get paid so much for their work. But how do you actually get started? Well, first of all, you need to know what you're doing. Many copywriters get paid on results. So if you're not able to make your clients any money, you'll waste your time. If you're serious about copywriting and want to make thousands and thousands of dollars with it, you have to get yourself trained. You can find all kinds of courses and tutorials online, and all those are fine, but the key to success in this field is exercise. Your motto as a writer should be, write with no worry, edit with no mercy. You should always analyze your work subjectively and always improve. Learn from mistakes and move forward fast. To start making money with copywriting, you can try emailing businesses and brands, offering them your service. But this might take a very long time, because since you don't have a solid portfolio, they won't trust you. For starters, you can find clients on freelancing websites. It's not very hard to get your first deal, but as soon as you do and receive positive feedback, the path is clear and the sky's the limit. If you want to learn more about how to get clients on freelancing websites, let me know in the comments and we'll make a video on that very soon. Remember to never be superficial when sending proposals and letters. Don't copy and paste the same proposal to everyone. Make it as personalized as possible. Do your best to let them know that you understand them. The more details they provide in their cover letter, the easier it will be for you to do this. If you still struggle to get your first client, you can take the get paid on results concept to the next level. Literally get a commission out of the profit that you make your client. This might help you get your first gigs, and in the future, you can start getting paid, for example, hourly. How much? Good copywriters get paid around $250 an hour. Another concept about copywriting that is considered important is call to action. It is what the name suggests, a small portion of the copy that's aimed to get the reader to do something. That might be anything from subscribing to a mailing list to buying a product. Walking the talk is not as easy as it sounds, but once you get it, personalized calls to action are 202% more effective. Direct response copywriters are paid profusely for one specific reason. They bring value to whoever they work with. The right mindset is totally mandatory. You need discipline and dedication to get your first gig and make serious money. A skill isn't mastered overnight, but if you're willing to work, you'll very soon be one of those copywriters working from a skyscraper in Dubai or from beside the pool of a luxurious hotel. You have to respect deadlines and be very professional. Establish good networks. LinkedIn works fine in order to get connections. Socialize with people with similar goals and learn from them. Another aspect that unfortunately is very often treated with superficiality is the persuasion and people skills aspect. A big red button saying buy now won't make you or your client rich. You do have to invest some time, especially at the beginning when you're looking for clients. But once you have the skill and the experience, no one can take away from you. If you ever get stuck, or if you ever want some advice on how to approach the difficult things in life, like finding copywriting clients, head over to our channel. Our goal is to help you get more from life and take action towards success. Subscribe now so that you never miss an upload.